LMU gets the victory against the Pioneers here tonight by a final score of 85-71, joined by Pioneer coach J.T. Burton. You know, in talking with Justin Chartrand in the game, before the game, during the women's contest, you know, he talked about we need to take care of ourselves. We need to do things that we do. I almost think that LMU took that same approach. Let's do what we do. Let's get back to what we do. And they took away a lot of the things that we do good. And it's almost that was their focal point, and then they made some big shots. They kind of distanced themselves there in that first half, and I was proud of our effort to battle back. That first half alone, though, it's almost like we had to learn how are we going to be able to score, and I felt we did a great job in doing that.
Yeah, they did a really good job of taking some things away. And then the first time, you know, Sales, he didn't play the first time.
Yeah.
So guys hadn't seen him play. So it's kind of hard. You try to emulate him in practice or in the game, and it's tough because they run some really good stuff for him. And, I mean, hats off to them. I got to do a better job of getting my team prepared. I thought they did a great job on the defensive end, and then first half they did a really good job of executing, and we got kind of, you know, mixed up in coverages. But, you know, Brian, I mean, his team right here, you know, I told him, I said, you just got to clean up the little things, you know what I mean? As far as, you know, doing some things like switching when you weren't supposed to, not contesting shots. You know, they beat us on backdoor. That's what I was going to take that. We took that. But, you know, the wide open threes the first half, it kills you because, you know, we was on a drought there for a while. I can kind of hear you in my ear. So you kind of, trust me, I kind of use you as a timeout because I'm like, okay, we're in a drought, so I need to call a timeout. But you know, I love this team, man. I told him, Brian, man, they've really challenged me, both, you know, mentally and physically. I'm serious, and I love it. And these kids didn't quit, but the first half, man, well, I got to do a better job getting them done.
You know, your second half, you did what you needed to do. You come out, you chop, you know, you punch them in the mouth there for a second, and you get there, you cut that deficit down to 3. They just had the answer, and they got happy a little bit. Like you were saying, we didn't switch a couple of times. Plus, we may have taken a few more contested shots that maybe you were comfortable with there at that second half. But once they went on that run, that really distanced themselves.
So the one thing that we've done a phenomenal job up to this point is staying connected to shooters. The freshman number 21 the first half, Enos, he got wide open, he's standstill shooter. You got to stay connected to him. And then Sales moves off the bounce.
Yeah.
So we got, you know, they did a really good job running some stuff. I mean, we proved it the second half. We can guard it. It's just that you dig yourself such a big hole, you can't afford to come down and not have, you know, not execute and score the half court. So, you know, that team has always been efficient since I've been here. It's one of the things they've always done. You know, Jeremiah does a really good job of that. But it's okay, man. We'll learn. Because I told him, I said, guess what? You think this was a track meet? Saturday's going to be even crazier.
I can't wait. I missed that game up there. I missed it, and I don't know. I don't know. I think Martez Brown might be one of the – there has been some great bigs at LMU. He handles it. He percentage – on the year hasn't made free throws, but he does tonight. Seems like he rises to a great occasion. Season best for him, 25. And because of that, you have to pay so much attention to Rankin when he drives. That frees him up so much. I felt like he was their best player tonight.
You see, I told the guys, when you got a guy like Chase Rankin who's been in your program, 5 or 6 years, and then you got a big like Martez that understand his role and knows how to play it at a high level, there's no room for error. Just simple middle pick and roll. You have to switch it, and if you do, sometimes, you know, we did it the second half, but they're going to throw it up there. The one thing about Brown, he is going to do exactly what he is supposed to do. He is not going to take bad shots. He is not going to, you know, turn the ball over, and he is going to rebound. He's really athletic. But, you know, as one of those things, man, where our guys, I try to explain to them, man, like, you know, some kids take it personal when you get a guy like that, man. It's crazy. And he does a really good job of executing. And the big thing, he did this like 3 years ago. He was like shooting like 25% from the free throw line. It's like something about this place. Yes. You don't miss free throws. But, you know, kudos to him. He got to the line.
You know, all right, and we're great tonight. You know, you can look at our numbers. You can say, I'll take that every single game. You can probably sit there and say that. And we battled. You know, Connor battled through a rough game for him tonight. He continued to battle. Bryce battled. Jacob was great again. I felt like maybe we needed a few more points in the paint, but then I looked down there. Odisipe does what he does. He went in there and was rebounding, and that was probably the only thing. We didn't get to the glass. We didn't give ourselves as many second chances that I think as we would like to.
No, I mean, we got to, with that, but to Akeem's we told our game planners to get back because they're so good at They're top in the country in transition.
Right.
Transition offense. So you got to pick your poison. And because we don't, with the zone, you can stop. We got certain principles. Man to man, it's like you got to talk. Because we only been doing it for a month and a half. So you got to talk. Guys still learning. So, it's one of those things is you had to pick your poison, but you still go look at it, though. We had 8 offensive rebounds, and normally we average, 14 a game, I think, 12 a game. And this game, we just chose to run back. We had to.
Wasn't bad. You did a good job. You ran them off the line in the second half. They did make shots. They went more inside the paint. I thought Jordan Walters was effective in the second half. But, again, a gritty, gutty battle here with the Pioneers. Who will take on Coker was in a track meet with LR. They had trimmed it. They had trimmed it down to 3. They were down 52-37 at halftime. They had cut that to 3, but Coker kind of cut. What is it about Coker? I mean, what is it about this team that you saw last time? It's nonstop press. We're definitely better than we were the last time that we played them, but what can we expect this Saturday?
You're going to expect like a different style of basketball that I don't think that you've seen here.
Yeah.
I'm serious. I know when I got here, I forgot his name, who was at one of the schools. I forget his name. Let me see. What school was he at? I was at Newberry. The guy used to run 5 in, 5 out.
Yeah.
Okay? They don't run 5 in, 5 out, but they press, miss, makes, out of bounds. It's the wildest brand of basketball that you ever see, but they do a really good job of it. When we was there, Brian, we won in every statistical category in the game. The one thing that we didn't do is make layups, though. I mean, we got 9 gaps. It's 3 stops in a row is what we call it. We high percentage. We shot the ball well. It's just that we wasn't making layups, so we got because you'll get what you want pretty much. And that team right there, you're going to see as soon as they step off that bus, it's going to start pressing us in the lobby, and we have to take care of the ball and can drive and drive off 2 feet. But I think the guys will be ready to play. I mean, this game was rough. I had a feeling. Me and Justin, we all talked about it, but I have to do a better job of getting us prepared, and then getting us prepared for Saturday because it's play for kill.
We'll do a better job.
Thank you, man.
You're good. You're fine. You're good. He's JT Burton. The Pioneers fall to the Lincoln Memorial University Rail Splitters. You'll see us on Saturday against Coker. Here's your final. It's LMU 85, Tusculum 71. Back with our final thoughts after this. This is Pioneer Basketball on the Pioneer Sports Network.